You stand at the bathroom mirror, same time, same light, same concealer in your hand. You tilt your chin, find the first patch, the one along your jawline that appeared 2 winters ago, then the one on your cheekbone, then the faint shadow above your lip that wasn't there 5 years ago. You blend, you check, you blend again, and then you carry on with your day, as though this is simply what mornings look like now. And perhaps it is. Perhaps this is just what skin does after 50, sun damage, aging, years of accumulated exposure. That's what you've been told. That's what the packaging on every brightening serum confirms. But here's what no one has explained to you about those patches. They're not just sun damage. They're not random. And they are not permanent markings of age. Those dark patches, the melasma across your cheeks, the spots on your forehead, the uneven tone that concealer never quite reaches, are being produced by an enzyme inside your skin, an enzyme that your estrogen used to keep under control. And since the menopause, that control has gone, which means every morning, whilst you cover the surface, the signal underneath keeps firing, and no cream in the world, no serum, no vitamin C oil, no brightening treatment sitting on your bathroom shelf can reach the place where that signal begins. This isn't a cosmetic problem, it's a hormonal one. And if nobody has explained this to you before, then for years, you've been treating the symptom without ever touching the cause. Later in this video, I'll show you 5 habits that Japanese women have practiced for generations. Habits that work from the inside, not the surface. And when you hear the science behind the third one, you'll understand why every cream you've ever tried was never going to be enough. But first, you need to understand what's really happening underneath your skin. Because once you see it, everything changes. To understand why those patches keep returning, you need to meet the real villain. And it's not the sun. Inside your skin, in the deepest layer, sit cells called melanocytes. Think of them as tiny color factories. Their job is to produce melanin, the pigment that gives your skin its tone. And for most of your life, they worked evenly, balanced, consistent. That's because estrogen was the volume control. Imagine a row of speakers in a concert hall. When the sound engineer is at the desk, every speaker plays at the same level. The music is even, the balance is right. But when the sound engineer walks out, some speakers go silent and others blast at full volume. That's what happens in your skin after the menopause. Estrogen didn't just regulate your metabolism, your sleep, and your mood. She also regulated your melanocytes, keeping melanin production even across your entire skin. And the moment estrogen declines, a specific enzyme inside those melanocytes, called tyrosinase, loses its restraint. Tyrosinase is the engine that produces melanin. With estrogen present, the engine runs at a steady pace. Without estrogen, it accelerates unevenly. Some melanocytes overproduce, others slow down, and the result is what you see in the mirror every morning: patches, spots, uneven tone. A study published in the British Journal of Dermatology confirmed that estrogen receptors are directly expressed in human melanocytes, and that their decline after the menopause correlates with increased melanin dysregulation and hyperpigmentation in women over 50. In plain language, your dark patches are not cosmetic accidents. They're your skin's response to the very same hormonal shift that changed your sleep, your waistline, and your energy. Every dark patch on your skin is a hormonal signal made visible. Not sun damage, not neglect, not aging. A signal. I know this feeling. standing there each morning, blending the same concealer over the same patches, wondering whether you missed something, whether you should have worn more sun cream in your 30s. You didn't miss anything. The information was missing. And listen, if this is the first time someone has explained the hormonal cause behind your dark patches, subscribe. Share this video with a friend who's also covering the same patches every morning. That's how we help more women who finally deserve the right answers for their skin. But now comes the mistake 99% of women 50+ make, and it keeps the patches coming back. You treat the surface, every brightening serum, every vitamin C oil, every retinol cream you bought on recommendation, every chemical peel, every laser session you saved up for. All of them target the melanin that's already been produced, the pigment that's already sitting in your skin. And yes, some of them work. Temporarily, the patches lighten, you feel hopeful. But then they come back, darker, or in a different place, or exactly where they were before. Let me explain. And here it gets really interesting. Those products treat the output, but they never touch the engine. The tyrosinase enzyme inside your melanocytes is still firing, still overproducing melanin, because the hormonal signal driving it hasn't changed. You've been polishing the surface of a car whilst the engine underneath runs out of control. And it gets worse. Many of the most popular brightening ingredients, hydroquinone, high-concentration glycolic acid, aggressive retinoids, were formulated for younger, thicker, more resilient skin. After the menopause, your skin is thinner. It has less collagen. It's more sensitive, more prone to irritation. And when you irritate post-menopausal skin, you trigger a secondary response, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. New dark patches, caused by the very products designed to remove the old ones. Let me repeat that. The creams you're using to lighten your skin can trigger new dark patches on post-menopausal skin, because the skin barrier is thinner and the inflammation response is stronger. 40%. Let me repeat, 40%. That's the estimated increase in skin sensitivity in women within 5 years of the menopause, supported by research from the British Association of Dermatologists. Your dermatologist isn't telling you something false. She's simply not explaining the hormonal layer underneath, the layer that Japanese women have addressed for centuries, from the inside. It's perfectly normal after 50. But normal doesn't mean you have to accept it without understanding why. Habit 1. The tyrosinase inhibitor. Hiding in plain sight. Have you ever wondered why Japanese women's skin appears more even-toned well into their 60s and 70s, even in a climate with strong seasonal sun? Most people assume it's genetics, or expensive skincare, or a beauty routine the rest of us could never replicate. But here's what really happens inside their bodies. Japanese women drink green tea. Real green tea, not the diluted tea bag variety, every single day. 3 cups, 4 cups, sometimes 5. And the compound inside that tea, epigallocatechin galate, known as EGCG, does something remarkable. EGCG directly inhibits tyrosinase, the very enzyme that your estrogen used to keep under control. It enters the melanocyte through your bloodstream and slows the engine down, reducing melanin overproduction at the source. Researchers at Osaka University demonstrated that EGCG suppresses tyrosinase activity in human melanocytes, reducing melanin synthesis without damaging the cell. This isn't a cream you apply to the surface. This is a compound you drink. It reaches your melanocytes from the inside. 2 to 3 cups of quality loose-leaf green tea daily, or 1 level teaspoon of ceremonial-grade matcha whisked properly in warm water, not the sweetened cafe latte, not another cream, a signal from inside. Habit 2. The estrogen balancer. Your melanocytes are waiting for. Have you noticed that your skin changed texture and tone at roughly the same time as your other menopause symptoms? The hot flushes, the weight around the middle, the disrupted sleep. Most women treat these as separate problems, different symptoms, different solutions. Now pay close attention. They're all driven by the same hormonal decline, estrogen, and what Japanese women eat every morning, as naturally as you might have toast, partially restores that signal. Miso soup, a small bowl, every day. Fermented soy contains isoflavones, genistein, and digoxin, which are natural phytoestrogens. They're not estrogen, but they're close enough to fit gently into estrogen receptors and reactivate some of the regulation your body lost, including in your melanocytes. When the estrogen signal partially stabilizes, tyrosinase calms down, not eliminated, calmed. The patches stop intensifying. The uneven production begins to level. A study published in the Menopause Journal found that post-menopausal women consuming daily isoflavones showed measurable improvements in skin elasticity, hydration, and pigment evenness over 12 weeks. 12 weeks, not 12 months. 1 small bowl of miso soup with breakfast, fermented, not the instant packet with additives, or tempeh, or natto if you can manage the texture. Not a supplement, a daily food. The way Japanese women have eaten it for generations. It's not genetics, it's breakfast. Habit 3. The rice bran secret. And this is the one I promised you at the beginning. The habit that explains why every cream you've tried was never going to be enough. This is the point where everything becomes clear. For centuries, Japanese women have washed their faces with the water left over from rinsing rice. Geisha in Kyoto were famous for it. Women in rural Japan still do it today. And for most of Western history, this was dismissed as a folk tradition, quaint, charming, but unscientific. Then researchers discovered what that milky rice water actually contains: koic acid. Koic acid is produced naturally during the fermentation of rice, specifically when the starch breaks down. And koic acid is one of the most potent natural tyrosinase inhibitors ever studied in dermatological research. It doesn't just slow the enzyme down, it chelates the copper ion at the very center of the tyrosinase molecule, effectively disabling the engine. A study published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences confirmed that koic acid inhibits tyrosinase activity by chelating copper, reducing melanin production in human melanocytes without cytotoxicity. Meaning it calms the cell without destroying it. This is the difference. Hydroquinone, the most commonly prescribed brightening agent in Western dermatology, works by killing melanocytes. Koic acid works by calming them. One destroys, the other regulates. And you can access it from a bowl of rinsed rice. Soak 100 grams of unpolished rice in water for 30 minutes. Strain the milky liquid. Let it ferment at room temperature for 24 to 48 hours. Use it as a toner, morning and evening, or look for rice bran powder, komanuka, as a gentle facial wash, inside and outside. That's how Japanese women have approached skin for centuries. Not one or the other, both. Your skin was never the problem. The approach was. Habit 4. The Daily Shield. Most British women forget. Have you noticed that your melasma or dark spots look worse after summer, even when you've been careful with sun cream? Most women in Britain think of sun protection as something for holidays, a beach product, something you apply in July and forget about in October. And here begins what changes everything. Japanese women treat UV protection as a daily, year-round, non-negotiable ritual. Not because they're obsessed with pale skin, but because they understand something most Western women were never taught. Ultraviolet radiation is the single most powerful external activator of tyrosinase. Every time UV light reaches your melanocytes, even through cloud cover, even through a car window, even on a gray February afternoon, it triggers the same enzyme that your estrogen used to restrain. And after the menopause, without that hormonal restraint, the response is amplified. The World Health Organization and the British Association of Dermatologists both confirm that UV exposure is the primary environmental trigger for melanogenesis, the production of melanin in the skin. In Japan, women carry parasols on their daily commute. They wear UV-blocking arm sleeves in the street. They apply SPF 50 every single morning, before moisturizer, before makeup, before leaving the house, not in August, in January. For a woman over 50, SPF 30 is the minimum. Reapplied every 2 hours when you're outdoors, every single day, not just when the sun is visible. In Britain, we think of sunshine as a rare treat. In Japan, they think of UV as a daily signal to an enzyme that's already overactive. Your body can recover. It just needs the right protection. Without this, nothing holds. Habit 5. The antioxidant shield most Western women overlook. Have you ever wondered why Japanese women eat so much salmon and so many prawns? And whether it's connected to their skin? Most nutrition guides mention fish for omega-3 fatty acids. Important, certainly. But there's another compound inside those fish that Western guides overlook entirely. Here comes what almost no woman 50+ knows. Astaxanthin. It's the natural red-pink pigment that gives salmon, prawns, crab, and lobster their color. And it's the most powerful carotenoid antioxidant ever measured. 6,000 times more effective than vitamin C at neutralizing the kind of oxidative stress that triggers melanocyte overactivity. 6,000 times. Let me repeat, 6,000. After the menopause, oxidative stress in the skin rises sharply. Your body produces more reactive oxygen species, free radicals, and your natural antioxidant defenses weaken. This oxidative burden doesn't just age the skin, it directly stimulates tyrosinase, adding fuel to an engine that's already running too fast. Research published in Marine Drugs demonstrated that astaxanthin significantly reduces UV-induced melanogenesis, suppressing both the oxidative trigger and the enzymatic response in human skin cells. 2 to 3 servings of wild salmon or prawns per week. Or, if seafood isn't part of your regular routine, a quality astaxanthin supplement. 4 to 12 milligrams daily, taken with a fat-containing meal for proper absorption. Japanese women eat this every week without thinking about it. In Britain, most women eat fish once a fortnight, if that. It's not vanity, it's biochemistry. Extra tip 1, eat your vitamin C from the inside, not just on the skin. Black currants, British grown, are among the richest natural sources of vitamin C anywhere in the world. Vitamin C supports the collagen matrix around your melanocytes and reduces the oxidative triggers that drive pigmentation. A handful of fresh or frozen black currants daily, or a glass of pure blackcurrant juice. Extra tip 2. Protect your sleep window. Melanocyte repair and skin cell turnover peak during deep sleep, roughly between 10 in the evening and 2 in the morning. If your sleep is disrupted after the menopause, and for most women it is, this repair window narrows. Everything you've done during the day is consolidated overnight. Guard that window. Extra tip 3. Reduce refined sugar. Glycation, the bonding of sugar molecules to collagen fibers, damages the structural matrix around your melanocytes, making patches harder to fade and easier to form. Less sugar isn't about weight here. It's about giving your skin the structure it needs to respond to these 5 habits. These aren't 5 random tips you found on a list. They're 5 ways of answering the same hormonal signal. From inside, your estrogen declined, your tyrosinase accelerated, and your skin responded the only way it could, unevenly, visibly, persistently. But now you understand the mechanism, and now you know that Japanese women have been answering this signal for generations, not with expensive creams, but with green tea, miso, rice water, daily protection, and the right foods. You haven't done anything wrong. Information was missing. In the next video, I'll show you the 3 evening foods that lower cortisol and improve skin repair overnight in women over 55. You won't want to miss it. Subscribe now and turn on the bell. Your body hasn't failed your skin. Your skin was waiting for a different kind of answer. And now it has one. The mirror changes when the signal does.